New York Jets general manager Darren Mougey has been working the phones and nonstop all week long. And according to a new report from ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, he's far from finished. More trades could be coming as Cutdown Day is less than 2 days away among NFL teams. Who's on the trading block next? Who could the Jets be looking to bring in? We'll talk about that right here on NY Flight Jets Talk. What is going on, everyone? Hello, and welcome back here into another video right here on NY Flight Jets Talk. I'm Jets X Factor's Connor Long, right here with you guys on the show. Make sure you smash the like button and hit subscribe. It is completely free and helps the channel grow significantly. Shout out to all you guys via 2K subs last night on the road to 3K. We're getting there before the end of the 2025-2026 NFL season. So continue to hit subscribe, continue to hit the like button. Your support goes a long way right here on the channel. I mentioned it at the open, and that's what we're going to be talking about right here on this Monday morning. According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, after the team acquired defensive tackles Harrison Phillips and Jawan Briggs earlier or last week, and shipped off defensive tackle Derek Nottie yesterday, the team is far from done making moves ahead of the season. The player that Fowler highlighted that fans should be looking out for a potential trade piece is offensive tackle Carter Warren. He's been with the team a few years now, a draft pick a few years ago out of Pittsburgh. The thing that's interesting about Carter Warren and his status with the Jets is the Jets have some offensive line depth that they can kind of play with. I think the addition of Chukwuma Okorafor from the tackle perspective of things here, someone who has starting experience in the league, kind of makes the fellow offensive tackles and Max Mitchell or Carter Warren more expandable, just given the fact that you have some more established depth behind your front five on the exterior. Someone who's caught in my eye throughout the preseason is Marquise Hayes, has bounced around the NFL. Great ability to set the edges, looks strong in pass protection throughout the preseason. The thing that makes Carter Warren interesting, and I haven't had him on my 53-man rosters just because I think they roll with Max Mitchell over Warren. Mitchell gives the Jets the ability to slide him in at guard. While he's been far from great at guard throughout his career, I think that versatility gives him the upper hand. Look, I don't think Carter Warren is on this team's 53-man roster, and we'll get the answer to that question a little over 24 hours as Cutdown Day is officially tomorrow, Tuesday, August 26, 2025 at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll get the answer to that later. But if the Jets could do what they did with Derek Nottie, look, Carter Warren was a fourth-round pick. You're not going to get a fourth-round pick in exchange for Carter Warren, but someone who his chances maybe aren't all that high of making the team's roster. You ship him off, you get a sixth-round pick, a conditional seventh, something of that nature, a pick swap even. You're taking nothing and you're turning it into something in the sense that you're going to probably have to cut him anyway. If you can get a late-round draft pick in exchange for that, that would be a huge, huge step in the right direction for Darren Mougey. And he showed that in the Derek Nottie deal, something that I spoke about a ton yesterday in our breaking news reaction video and on my live stream, the Next Gen Jet Show last night. So just Darren Mougey's ability to continuously flip nothing into something, I think, is what separates good GMs from great GMs. Look, is that sixth-round pick going to be the next Tom Brady? Probably not, but you look at the Derek Nottie deal, you got an asset for something that was going to be, you were just going to move on from in Derek Nottie for completely free just 2 days later. So if Darren Mougey is able to facilitate some more of those trades these next 2 days, whether it's with Carter Warren, a position room that I'll point out that I think the Jets could be looking to sell off assets in, is the secondary, the cornerback room in specific. The Jets have so much talent in this secondary. You go through the roster locks. It's Sauce Gardner, it's Brandon Stevens, it's Azareye'h Thomas, used the third-round pick on in this year's NFL draft. It's Isaiah Oliver. It's Quantez Stiggers. You have five guys right there that I could just rattle off the top of my head as cornerbacks who are roster locks. Teams typically only roll with five or so cornerbacks to open the season. Depends how many safeties you're on. Like, look, if the Jets run with three true safeties, could you make a case for an extra defensive back? Sure. However, I doubt that the Jets are going to want to roll with, seven potential cornerbacks. Someone who I had making the roster as a cornerback was Ryan Cooper, but ultimately the team moved on from him. So he's going to be a practice squad guy, I think, because he cleared waivers already. He's available to someone they could pick up. Another guy I forgot is a roster lock that I'm just remembering now is Michael Carter II. Signed 3-year, $70 million extension last offseason. So boom, you have six roster locks there. Do you really want to carry a seventh in Bernard Converse? And if he's your seventh guy, Jark Bernard Converse, I'm talking about here on the show, he's most likely not going to be active on game days. The sixth round pick a few years ago out of LSU. This is someone I'm looking to deal. He's had a strong preseason for the Jets. He's looked solid in coverage. His tackling ability has improved significantly. He gives you special teams value. This is someone who I don't think fits with the Jets and is going to play a ton of snaps for this team if he makes the roster. So I'd rather instead get a fifth or sixth round pick for him, which I think you truly can on the open market. Another thing I want to point out is he hasn't really been available over the past few years. Over the past 2 NFL seasons, only appearing in 15 games. I think for Aaron Glenn, availability is the best ability. I think this team rolls with 6 cornerbacks, and JBC, as of now, is not one of those guys. So he's a player I would tab. Quantez Stiggers, potentially, the secondary, the offensive tackle room. Look at these deep positions for the New York Jets to potentially sell out some assets on the trade market to get a late draft pick in return. Potentially trade for a tight end, a position of need. The team officially released Zach Kuntz yesterday. I didn't think he was making the roster. I don't know if he's on the practice squad now, however. I don't think Jeremy Ruckert deserves a spot on this team. Give me, trade Jark Bernard Converse and Alan Lazard, and I'll take Darnell Washington in a 7th round pick in return for those guys. So I think filling positions of need with positions that you already have depth at right now, getting late round draft assets for players who are probably not going to be on this team post cutdown day, and if they are, make little to no impact. I think that's something to keep an eye out for Darren Mougey over these next 24 hours. Thank you all for joining us right here on NY Flight Jets Talk. I'm your host, Connor Long. We appreciate your support as always. Continue to smash the like button. Continue to hit subscribe. It is completely free and helps the channel grow significantly. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. I'm intrigued to see what you guys have to say. Jeremy Fowler of ESPN says the New York Jets could be making some more trades ahead of Cutdown Day, which is tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So continue to keep an eye out. Continue to peruse around Twitter. Continue to keep an eye on the latest reports because Darren Mougey, he's been working the phone lines all week long, and it doesn't look like he's quite done yet. Thank you so much for all your support. We'll be on tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Might be pre-recorded, might be a live stream, so stay tuned. Jets X Factor's Robbie Sabo will join me. Well, nevertheless, thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for the kind words. Drop down in the comment section down below. Appreciate you all. I'm your host, Connor Long, right here on NY Flight Jets Talk, saying have a great day, everyone. And as always, JTS, baby. Jets, Jets, Jets. Peace out, folks.